Ladies and gentlemen, American Cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. Today in history, it's 1804, 1805. Napoleon sold us the Louisiana Territory for $15 million. We got all that land. Best real estate deal in history. All right, the budget deal. Well, it all fell apart. Trump and Musk put together with Speaker Johnson a Trump-Musk-backed deal. And guess what? 38 Republicans voted against that, including, of course, Thomas Massie. He's going to continue to do that. But the Trump-Musk proposal, I can't stress this enough. Pundits weigh in, people weigh in. Musk has become very politically active. It pisses me off these people act like Musk is the shadow president. No, he's not. He's a very close friend and advisor of President Trump. He's got a seat at the table. But it cracks me up like Hillary goes, oh, the richest man in the country. But says the person who raised all that money from the Clinton Foundation. Unbelievable. All right, Neil Cavuto is gone from Fox News. Apparently he had a contract, didn't like the contract. He's leaving. He was an original there, folks, an original. Good riddance from him, though. I don't like Neil Cavuto. And Trump said the same thing. All right, now they're all admitting. Remember I told you? I called it. I said after it's over, they're all going to be admitting how bad Joe Biden was. From the first day in office, Joe Biden was a demented fool. And they admit it now. Pentagon has lied about Syria. What did they lie about? Well, besides everything else, how many troops America has there. That shock you? Doesn't shock me. AOC says it's got to be really bad when President Trump feels sorry for you over her failed bid to get a chairmanship of a committee. ABC, CBS, and NBC have ignored or ripped the Patel appointment. See, it's going to continue. Trump should not be naive. These people are enemies. And Obama, he wants to be politically relevant, trying to stay involved in everything. All he is, first off, the Kamala Harris is around his neck, his and George Clooney's neck, and Nancy Pelosi's neck, and he's always playing the race card, isn't he? Race. He is the biggest race divider ever in the history of this country. Jeff Bezos and his wife, Lauren, dined with President Trump and Elon Musk at Mar-a-Lago. What Musk said, it was a great conversation. And the Wisconsin shooter's been identified by name and the teacher that she killed. Oddity, Christian school, and a girl shooter. That's different. Do not be a loathed, muddy-metaled maggot. Your Shakespeare insult of the day. Coming up next, local news. Local news. Governor DeWine yesterday signed into law. It was passed by the legislature. A law that you cannot electronically track anyway somebody. In other words, those little things you could put on a car or something, they're illegal now. Joe Burrow, there's a look-alike contest, 6 p.m. Saturday night at Fountain Square. If you think you look like Joe Burrow, wonder how many people will show up. Gun discharges in the CVG. This was a woman in the baggage claim area. Gun discharge. No one hurt, no one shot. Everything's okay. Funeral home drinking. A funeral home up in Ohio is going to get a liquor license now to sell alcohol. Everybody can sit around the room. Jim was such a good dude, man. Whole new meaning to a send-off. Soap and kids. This woman right here apparently spit and like liquid soap into the mouth of a kid. She's now been charged. My mom used to wash our mouth out with soap. If you do that now, it's child abuse. Crazy, isn't it? Times have changed. Dogs and cats. Apparently somebody's getting charged for their dogs that got out for going after a cat. That's a crime now. If your dog chases a cat, the world's ending, folks. Key card abuse. A police officer used his key card to a residential community to get in and get somebody he didn't like. Now there's a lawsuit being filed against him. And Russell Coleman from the Kentucky AG's office is fighting. Nobody in prison will get gender-affirming surgery. I would hope not. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. And coming up next is Jamie Spindley and his world news. I hope he's not too grumpy. He keeps losing in chess.
Hello everybody, the latest world headlines. A crush at a Christmas fun fair in Nigeria left 35 children dead and 6 hospitalized. Over 5,000 children attended the event, where organizers had promised cash and food giveaways. The chaos began as attendees struggled to enter when the event started. Details about how the crush unfolded remain unclear. Dominique Pellicot from France, age 72, was sentenced to 20 years in prison after admitting to drugging his wife and facilitating her assault by strangers. He was one of 51 men convicted in a mass trial for their roles in the attack. The case has drawn significant attention worldwide due to its disturbing nature. In other news, Swedish authorities boarded a Chinese vessel, Yiping 3, in the Baltic Sea as part of an investigation into severed telecom cables. The cables connecting Finland to Germany and Sweden to Lithuania were damaged in mid-November. The ship suspected of involvement has been anchored near the cable since November 19th. And Israeli airstrikes in Yemen killed at least 9 people, citing retaliation against Houthi missile launches. The Houthis, supported by Iran, have engaged in ongoing attacks, prompting this response. Iran condemned the strikes, escalating regional tensions. That's all I have for today. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I'll be back Monday. Stay tuned for Sports Without Boundaries.
All right, here we go with Sports Without Boundaries. The Bengals and the Browns play Sunday at 1 o'clock at Paul Brown Stadium. They've got to win. By the way, I want to share this with you. I had this written out. The Bengals still have a chance in the playoffs now that the Broncos lost, which I thought it was supposed to be the other way around. The Bengals need to win their final 3 games of the season, home against Cleveland on Sunday, home against Denver on Saturday, and then in Pittsburgh, Week 18. The Bengals also need the Broncos to lose in Denver, the Kansas City Chiefs in Week 18. That could happen. Miami Dolphins and Indianapolis Colts to lose at least one more game. And Miami's, so there you have it. And the Bengals could make the playoffs. They're still in it, folks. They're still in it. And then the Chargers last night beat the Broncos 34-27, and the Chargers did a field goal free kick, a very rare play in the NFL. And let me see, here's the games coming up. On Saturday, Grambling plays University of Cincinnati in basketball. Ohio State plays UK in basketball at 5:30. Marquette plays Xavier in basketball. Also on Saturday, Tennessee and Ohio State in football. Clemson versus Texas in football. SMU versus Penn State in football. And tonight at 8 o'clock, Indiana plays Notre Dame at football. Manny Sosa from the Chicago Cubs has now admitted he used steroids. NBA ratings are down 35%. And Adrian Peterson has search warrants out for him for failing to pay child support. Adrian Peterson, what a sad, sad story. All over a switch on his kid. Overblown, in my opinion. This is the Bulldog. Coming up next, pop culture. All right, here we go with pop culture. Tommy Lee, according to his wife, only showers once a week. So Tommy Lee is not washing that big old snake. That's disgusting. Do they have sex every day? I mean, this is bizarre. This not washing. All these people like Brad Pitt, other people. What is it? Isn't cleanliness next to godliness? Landman is breaking all kinds of records. This hot series for 2 reasons. One, it's a great story. Billy Bob Thornton is unbelievable. And Allie Larder is smoking. All right, Christmas movies. How many of you watched? What are your favorites? I'm going through methodically all my favorite Christmas movies. Last year I didn't watch too many, except Love Actually. I always start with Love Actually, but I am really kicking ass watching Christmas movies, and I will have accomplished all of them. I mean, like 4 Christmases, Home Alone, Peanuts Christmas, The Cranks, Deck the Halls, Surviving Christmas. Very funny. Love Actually is my favorite, though. Anyway, enjoy your Christmas movies. We will be doing a show on Monday.